Hello, my name is Deaconess TV, and in this video I'll give you a brief summary of some of the characters' lore in the game Overwatch. In this video we will explore a bit more darker heroes than in previous videos. Let's begin in the Australian outback where we will meet our first hero. His name is Jameson Fawkes, also known as Junkrat in the game. The attack on the Australian Omnius fusion core forever altered the landscape of the Australian outback. The area was transformed into a harsh wasteland. The survivors called themselves Junkers. They scavenged the husk of the Omnium and formed a lawless society. Junkrat was one of them. Like many others, he was affected by the lingering radiation. This touch of madness made him ideal for handling dangerous explosive, which he turned into an obsession. Junkrat discovered an extremely valuable secret in the bones of the Omnium. He was now pursued for his treasure wherever he went. This made him make a deal with another Junker named Roadhog. Roadhog agreed to become his personal bodyguard if the share was 50-50 from Junkrat's valuable secret. Junkrat has now left the outback with Roadhog in his tow, and he has now embarked on an international crime spree, and he loves to cause chaos and destruction wherever he goes. This leads us to our second hero of this video, Mako Routledge. After the Omni crisis, government officials gifted the Australian Omnium and the surrounding area to the Omnics. This was an attempt to try establish a long-term peace accord. However, this arrangement permanently displaced Mako and a large number of the Outback's residents. Furious over the loss of their homes, Mako and the others turned to a violent rebellion. They formed the Australian Liberation Front, and the events of the rebellion led to the destruction of the Omnium's fusion core. This resulted in an explosion that destroyed the facility and irradiated the region. Adapting to his new environment, Mako donned a mask and took to the broken highway on his chopper. Little by little, his humanity was forgotten. Mako faded away, and the ruthless killer Roadhog was born. Let's continue to Amelie Lacroix. The story goes that Amelie was married to Gerald Lacroix, an Overwatch agent who fought against the Talon terrorist organization. After several unsuccessful attempts to eliminate Gerald, Talon decided to change the focus to his wife, Amelie. The Talon group kidnapped her and subjected her to an intense program of neural reconditioning. They broke her will, suppressed her personality, and reprogrammed her as a sleeper agent. She was eventually found and returned to a normal life. But 2 weeks later, she killed Gerald in his sleep. With her mission completed, Amelie returned to Talon, and they completed the process of turning her into a living weapon. Her physiology was altered, drastically slowing her heart. This turned her skin cold and blue. It also numbed her ability to experience human emotion. Amelie was gone. Now, Widowmaker is Talon's most effective assassin. Our fourth hero in this video is an unknown mystery. We know him as Reaper in the game, but we have no concrete facts about his real name or his origin. What is known is that where he appears, death follows. But what we do know is that the Reaper is an extremely volatile mercenary, a ruthless and remorseless killer responsible for terrorist attacks across the world. He has fought in many armed conflicts in the last decades, showing no loyalty to any cause or organizations. The few bodies recovered of those he kills are pale and drained of life. It is possible that the Reaper is a byproduct of a failed genetic alteration, which forces his cells to simultaneously decay and regenerate. Those attempting to track his movements has begun to see a pattern in his appearance. They believe that Reaper is hunting former Overwatch agents, with the goal to eliminate them. Our last hero in this video is the outlaw McCree. McCree was a member of the notorious Deadlock Gang, which was trafficking weapons and military hardware throughout the American Southwest. Eventually the gang was busted by Overwatch, and Jesse had a choice, either to be locked up at a high security facility or to join Blackwatch, Overwatch's own covered-up division. He chose the latter. But as Overwatch influence waned, rogue elements appeared within Blackwatch. This eventually brought down the organization. Wanting no part in the infighting, McCree set off alone and went underground. He resurfaced several years later as a gunslinger for hire, a bounty hunter. However, McCree only fights for the causes that he believes are just.